Hey, what's going on, guys? Dave the Usher here. This is Dave's Exotic Foods, and I have something really special I want to show to you guys today. I'm really looking forward to this. This right here is an emu egg. Yeah, that's right. This is no ordinary chicken egg. This is a very exotic emu egg. I actually purchased this from exoticmeatmarkets.com, and they shipped it all the way across the country to me. Actually, I believe I showed that to you in my unboxing video where I unboxed the egg and took it out, and it was nice and freshly cooled down and packed great with dry ice to keep it cold. So the delivery here to me was great. So I've had this in the fridge for a couple days, and now it is time to bring it out, and we're going to be making an emu egg for breakfast, and maybe I'll have some bacon with it, you know, just a full-on course. It's going to be great. As you can see, this egg it looks great. I'm real excited. It's just a very interesting, big shape. You know, it's just way bigger than a chicken egg. And as you can see, it's like a very dark green. Yeah, the emu is, I believe, the largest bird from Australia, where it originates. And it's a flightless bird, just kind of like an ostrich, I guess. And you know, there's the rhea, the ostrich, and then the emu. They all lay eggs kind of like this, which are just larger than the norm, you know, larger than just a regular old chicken egg. So, you know, this is my first exotic egg, and I'm just going to kind of do this on the fly, you know, and we'll see what happens. I'm just going to try a couple things while cooking the egg. I have a couple ideas. I do know this for sure. We're going to have eggs for breakfast. You know, we're going to have an egg meal here. It's going to happen. But, you know, we're going to see how the cooking process goes. You know, I'm going to keep things really simple, keep things basic. You know, I'm just going to apply it to the skillet and cook it up, make sure it looks nice, you know, and then we'll just see how it goes, you know. This is my first emu egg, and, you know, for those of you out there who are looking, you know, to get into cooking, you know, interesting or exotic things, you know, eggs in particular here, well, you know, we can just watch and see how this goes, and, you know, in the future, you know, I want to buy, of course, just about every egg I can get my hands on. You know, I just decided to start with this one. So, you know, this will be the first of many. And I would hope to buy, you know, just about every egg Exotic Meat Markets has to offer in the future. So we're going to go over there to the kitchen, and we're going to be making this up here. So let's do it. All right, so here is my cooking station. This is where I'm going to prepare my emu egg. And as you can see, I got a very nice non-stick skillet. It's really big, and it should be plenty enough to hold this emu egg, this giant emu egg. You know, it would take about 10 to 12 chicken eggs to add up to one whole emu egg. In fact, I got something to show you real quick. I'm just going to grab out of the fridge. I present you the emu egg, and I present you an extra large chicken egg. Now this is an extra large chicken egg. Right there for comparison. Extra large chicken egg, one normal sized emu egg. Good lordy. That is a difference. Just gonna set the chicken eggs aside there, don't need them. So here we go. Emu egg, we're gonna first start up the pan here. Gas going. Now I'm just going to take a little butter, and I'm going to throw it in there. Maybe in this case a little more than a little. Here we go. Let's just get something down there. Just a little butter, and we'll get that melting. Heat that pan up. So I've never really cracked open a giant emu egg before. This is going to be a first for me. You know, usually you just take an egg like this, just kind of maybe bang it on the side of a pan, you know, something nice and metal, and it'll crack it open. But no, I just don't think that's going to cut it with this pan right here. I think I'm going to use an implement here. I'm going to use this big old kitchen knife, and I think I'm actually going to use the back end. I'm going to use the back end right here, and I'm going to give it a whack right here in the middle. And I think that'll open it up real nice. Some people like to preserve and keep their eggs, so they find a way to, like, you know, poke a hole in like either side here, drain the egg out. Now, but I want my egg to be intact when I take this thing out. Let me just get that butter going around there. That's looking good. Actually, I'm gonna add one more teeny piece. Let's get a little more. Let's get another chunk in there. There we go. And then just touch the butter here with the knife. There we go. That's good. Turn that on the heat. Okay, that's plenty of butter. So here we go. This is my first attempt, folks, with cracking open just a big egg. So here we go. Hopefully it's clean. If not, you know, that kind of thing happens, and I'll pick out, you know, a piece or two that happen to fall in the pan. I'm prepared for that. So here we go. You ready? Okay. All right. Oh, man. There's a couple pieces. What I'm going to do here, some pieces seem to be falling off. I'm actually going to pull open. One little piece got into the pan. What I'm going to do, once again, I'm going to do a little improvising here. I'm going to smack it here, right on top of this. Now this eggshell is like 1 millimeter thick, so it is a little on the thick side. So I'm going to kind of as you can see, I'm cracking it. Very good. Okay. Pieces came out there. So here we go. Oh my God, look at that. Yeah, I see one tiny piece kind of in the yolk right there, and actually there's a little egg piece right there. All things considered, I don't think not a too bad a job. Okay, so we're starting to cook the egg up here. I quickly removed a couple of small little shell pieces. That was really interesting, this shell. I'm just kind of looking at it off to the side there. I can't believe that. So anyway, I got the thing cooking now at about medium heat. It's looking really good. I don't want to disturb it too much. It's looking really nice. All right, so I'm going to attempt to maybe do an over easy egg. That might be a little ambitious of me. You know, this is pretty big. It's taking up the whole pan, the whole skillet here. So I'm going to try to flip it. If that's not looking to be a good way to do it, I'm just going to probably scramble it up. You know, either way, we'll be fine here. I'm going to turn the heat up a little more. You know, like I said, this is basically like 10 to 12 small-sized chicken eggs. So I can't really remember the last time I cooked 12. Oh, we're seeing a little action here. We're seeing some bubbling. This is good. It's starting to cook. It's in a nice non-stick pan. I do have a spatula here. Maybe get an oven mitt out. That could help, just in case. It looks like the yolk was pierced a little bit. It's starting to kind of ooze out here. Now that's okay. Let's just roll with that. We'll see how that goes. It could have been punctured when it came out of the emu egg, because poof, this thing was sharp. It had some sharp like ridges to the egg. It was pretty crazy. Now emus in general are farmed for their meat, you know, their oil, their leather. You know, we got the eggs here, of course. And emus can basically, they're pretty tall. They're not as tall or as big as ostriches, but they're 59 to 75 inches in height. And emus can actually weigh between 40 up to 130 pounds total. That's pretty crazy. And during mating season, a female will lay an average of 11 to 20, you know, very dark emu eggs. The one I just cracked open. Well, it's starting to cook now. We're gonna have to maybe see about flipping it over. It still has a little bit to go, a couple minutes, I'd say. All right, it's looking really nice now. A little bit longer, and I'm going to try a flip and adjust the heat a little bit. You know, people say, you know, eggs are eggs. Once you've tasted one egg, I suppose you've tasted them all, and I suppose eggs might be similar, but I would expect there to be some differences between, you know, the regular chicken egg and the emu egg. I've looked it up and I've read that you know, emu eggs are very rich and creamy, and they have a very large yolk, obviously, so they'll cook very light and fluffy. Okay, so I'm gonna try to check this thing out just a little more now. Oh, you know what? It's looking right. It's looking a little better. Over here, as you can see, I can kind of lift it up here. I'm going to attempt to wedge it down. I also want to use the pan. I want to use gravity to my advantage here. I'm going to attempt to get under this thing. Yeah, like this. I think it's just a little too... It's a little too tender here. I can see too much movement on the top. But yeah, it's getting there. This is really great. If things go awry, I'm just going to go with my little scrambled egg procedure here. We're getting excited. Yeah, it's definitely forming up here. There's some nice form. As you can see, it's bubbling a little bit. Man, I can't believe how sharp and thick the emu egg was. You know, I guess how can you be prepared for it if you've never experienced it? And I would like to probably try and get ready to make a move on this here. I think it's time. Oh my lordy, it's so big. Okay, this thing is underneath it. Okay, are you ready, folks? This could be good, this could be a disaster, but we're gonna find out either way, okay? Here we go. Oh, it's really heavy too. I gotta get at it from a side here. Okay. Oh, you know what? Not bad. Not bad. You know, I kind of have to bring it around a little bit. Just bring it around. It's not perfect, but I was able to successfully flip it here. You know, there's a little mess. What can you do? I think that's not bad. Actually, a small egg piece there. We can pick that off and take care of that. There wasn't that many egg pieces. I was really happy about that. I didn't really count on the shards coming off in that manner, but you know, real quick, I just grabbed a random bowl. And I decided to do a little bit of the banging on top of that, so the shards would fall in that bowl, and, you know, not my skillet here. All right, there we go. How about that? How about that right there? This is pretty good. This is pretty much done. All I have to do is allow it to cook the rest of the way, and I slide it onto my plate, and I got myself a nice breakfast. How about that, guys? All right, so check this out. This is a couple minutes later, and I just wanted to show you guys something. It really does seem to be kind of fluffy, just from the way I let it be. You know, I tried my best not to disturb it. Like, look at this jiggle right here. See that? Look at that. That looks really awesome. Light and fluffy indeed. Look at this. Look at how it kind of rolls around in the pan here. Let me just kind of see this. Look at that. That is really cool. Look at that. This is an amazing egg. Another thing is, I don't think I'll be eating this whole thing in one sitting. I think I will be having some emu egg left over. You know what I mean? Alright folks, so it looks like our emu egg is about done. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get a very, very large plate. I'm going to take my emu egg, put it on the very large plate. I'm going to quickly cook up some bacon, you know, just your typical average everyday bacon. And we're going to have some bacon and eggs. You know, you can't go wrong with bacon and eggs for breakfast, I feel, you know? Bacon and eggs, good stuff. So, I'll see you guys at the eating table. And we're going to see how it tastes. This is really exciting. Alright, good stuff. Alright, now we're back here at the table. And we're ready to eat. As you can see, I have my emu egg right here on a plate. I'm just glad I have a plate that can fit this whole emu egg. And I got some typical bacon here to accompany my egg. You know, I have the bare essentials. I have some orange juice. Alright, good stuff. Nothing like orange juice with a nice breakfast. And you know, I got my little salt and pepper shakers here So I think I'll start by adding a little salt to my emu egg. Just a little, little there, little there, little everywhere. There's so much egg to cover. That's good, not too much. I like pepper. Just add a little pepper. That's all I want to do with this. Little salt, little pepper, egg. Beautiful. That's what I'm talking about right there. There we go. Okay, got some bacon there to, just help things out. All right, here we go. Knife and fork here. Gonna knife and fork this up. Still looking really nice. It's got a very nice fluffiness to it. It looks really good. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna kind of cut through the whole middle of this emu egg, or at least a big chunk. I'm gonna do a big chunk here. I feel like I'm almost cutting a steak. It's not tough like a steak, but this thing is just so big. I just don't feel like I'm cutting an egg right now, you know what I mean? It is pretty thick, we'll say that. All right, so here we go. So there's an interesting little bit here. Like this looks kind of extra fluffy here. I don't know, it just looks like a nice tasty little bit. So I'll turn that around for you, and I'll cut that off here. There we go. Maybe I'll try and lift this up here so you can see. Nice big chunk of emu egg here. It's a little too big for me. Let's cut that down just a little more. I'm gonna take my first bite. I'm really anxious to let's get on with it. I want to take a bite. Let's go. I think we got some yolk right here in this piece, in this kind of section. Actually, that's why it looked the way it did. So, okay, here we go, guys. Emu egg. I suppose it is true, like what they say, or whoever says that, eggs are eggs. Eggs are eggs, but there is a difference between an emu egg and a chicken egg. There's many differences, really, but eating-wise, there are differences. Like, it has like this rich, creamy sensation when I eat it, and it's actually really good. I'm kind of blown away here. That's pretty good. That is good egg. Wow. Okay, that is good. That is really good, I gotta tell you. And I think I cooked it pretty right. I made sure not to overcook it. I'm pretty sure I did a good job with that. I believe I cooked it on about 5 to 6 minutes on each side, so 12 minutes total. I don't think that's going overkill, so about 6 minutes. So about 6 minutes each side, about 12 total. Maybe 7 on each side, actually. But I think that'll do it. Nothing more than that. I am just blown away, actually, right now. Blown away. I can't talk. That is really good. I was expecting, this would be cool and an interesting new little thing here, but I wasn't expecting that. I gotta tell you guys, I'm impressed. It's like an egg times 100 with like pureness. You can just like really taste it. I am, And I'm just going kind of basic with everything. I just have my egg, I have my bacon. Do I really even want this? It's good bacon. Good bacon. Not exotic bacon. We'll have to do that sometime. But, a little salt and pepper, it really helps, You can taste the nice seasoning, just a little bit of seasoning. Let's cut this whole half up. Oh man, could I eat this whole thing right now? I could. Will I? I don't know. I could, it's that good. And it's all mine. I'm really impressed, I gotta tell you. This is great. Right there. Nice little chunk. It is just so creamy and rich. Very strong. Not like overpowerfully strong, just very like pure, simple. So much taste. Everyone needs to try an egg like this, you know, if not emu, ostrich, rhea egg. And I say this being my first egg, my first exotic egg, and I hope to try the rest in time. That is just so good. Guess we'll finish up this half here, this section. I am scarfing this down. It is so tasty. Mmm. Creamy right there. I got a nice bit. Because the yolk did it was kind of punctured, and you could kind of see it like leaking out, you know, in the pan. So, kind of leaked out to parts of the area. I kept it mostly intact though. I was really impressed. I'm surprised actually I was able to flip it. I thought that it would just be a no-go, it would fall apart, it just wouldn't work out, and I'd just have to end up scrambling the egg. And I'm pleasantly surprised with how that turned out, and I'm not surprised with how good this tastes. I was expecting a nice egg, but I gotta tell you, this is better than anything I expected. I will say this has just blown me away. In my opinion, this has blown my expectations up a notch. Come here. There you are. Slippery part here. Couple little pieces here left. This is such a surprising, nice experience. I could tell you, I would eat an emu egg every day for breakfast. Emu egg, some bacon, some toast, English muffin, this or that. If I could, I would. Well, I suppose I could. Maybe I will. Alright, so here we go. One sec. Alright, we ate just about half of the emu egg here. I might save this half for, I don't know, maybe a midnight snack or a little later. That was incredible, folks. I gotta tell you, blown away with the richness and the creamy fluffiness of the flavors of this emu egg. It was definitely a different experience than just, say, a chicken egg. Nothing against chicken eggs. This was just different. This was incredible. I loved it, and you can buy these things over at exoticmeatmarkets.com. This is where I picked this egg up. They'll have it shipped over to you, and you can just cook it up. It's great. Alright, so I'm Dave the Usher. I really hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Make sure to leave a comment. Hope you enjoyed, and I hope to bring you other exotic foods and different things in the near future. Good stuff. I'm Dave the Usher, and I'll see you guys next time. I am out.